The Finnish Civil War. A civil war that was Finnish. I know. Crazy. Now, normally I would do what I will also do in the future from now on, is have Hoi 4 gameplay as well in these videos. However, I do not got the time for that because it is 1:04 a.m. on December 1st because, yeah, I did not like how the previous recording of this went. So we got this. For some quick historical background, the Finnish Civil War lasted from February 25th to May 15th in 1918, as the whites, assisted by the German Empire, as well as an international volunteer corps consisted of Swedes, Estonians, and Poles, would fight off the Reds, defeating them to form the Republic of Finland, only to ultimately electing them into power. However, today I wanted to quickly dive into a what-if hypothetical scenario that kills me on the inside as a Finnish enthusiast. What if the Reds actually won? What if the Battle of Helsinki fails in major defeat, and the Reds hold off longer to where the German Empire fully collapses, leaving the whites to fight the Reds with themselves and the other volunteer groups? And to put the cherry on top, the Soviet Union commits more to the Finnish front. So, how do we get here? The Battle of Helsinki is lost. Lenin commits to the Finnish front, ultimately leading to a wide defeat by mid-1918, June-July-ish. As the Red Guard claims victory, the SDP would at first claim power to the new Finnish Republic, ultimately later transitioning into a Soviet Republic once communism fully flows through. Mannerheim would flee to Sweden. Sweden would also commit to rearming itself in this timeline, I believe, and would take Elan with it. Now, I won't go too much into what the Reds would do to the Finns within this timeline, as one, I don't really know the best of what would happen, and two, demonetization. But it would probably be very similar to Stalin's way of handling things. Killings. The stability in Finland would be very awful, as throughout the 20s and 30s, a lot more resistance movements would take place. Now, yes, the majority of them would be stomped out, but you could see minor skirmishes and maybe a minor resistance movement take into a full-blown second civil war somewhere between 36 and 39. Of course, it's very hard to predict who would win in this scenario, but I would like to probably say the Reds would win with the backing of Stalin's Soviet Union. I could also see in this scenario Estonia flipping to the Axis rather than just accepting assimilation within the Soviet Union. And there's not really much else I can add to this scenario, as this is just one of those scenarios too where we make Russia have the territorial claims of the Russian Empire, right? Unfortunately, making Finland red doesn't do a lot to the history. Germany still loses World War II. The Cold War maybe pushes Sweden into NATO, but it doesn't go hot with Finland joining. The world would just kind of be similar to what it is in our timeline, except for the Finns would be a lot more displaced, and Finnish culture as well would be little to non-existence, as with the assimilation into Russia, especially during the Stalin era. Stalin wanted to Russify everything, so we would not see the Finnish culture we would have today. We would have a more Russian cultured Finland. And yeah, that's really it for our little short history video today. This was going to be a very much longer one with Hoi 4. I was going to do a playthrough of like, oh, potentially the Reds win in the playthrough of what would happen, leading to what I did in my recording was the uprising in the city of Petsamo. It eventually led to a free Finland, but I just didn't really like how it was going, so small little alternate history video. I do plan to improve the quality of the Hoi 4 videos. I have my artist and girlfriend Cinder, who is working on making a lot better art for the channel for when it comes to those videos. I also am doing a lot more extensive researching, and the videos, while they'll take a lot longer to upload, they're going to look a lot better, and it's going to be a lot better. So yeah, if you guys do want to help out the channel so much, please make sure you leave a like and subscribe. We're trying to hit 1K by the end of the year. Hopefully we can. We got like 30 days left now, so yeah. And yeah, that's really it. Subscribe so I can make some money off of this and buy better equipment. Peace.